Even in Bombay, it had a 3 o'clock morning show and it was full.
Oh,
Tamil film for the first time. Somebody just sent me a message.
okay.
Okay, thanks to Boni Kapoor, first time we got to see a Ajit Kumar film at 3 a.m. in the
And
morning.
it was full.
And it was full. He doesn't meet, he doesn't talk, he doesn't come for Muhurat,
Okay.
he doesn't come for audio launch, he doesn't interact, film promotion. And still his films get this kind of opening and this kind of madness around every time a film releases. No producer gets this kind of love and affection in North India when a film releases. I think so. ना मैं झूठा हूँ पिक्चर में ना मैं मक्कार हूँ. It is Ranbir who's मक्कार and it is Shraddha who's झूठी.
Duty.
This film will have a shelf life as long as films are made.
Oh.
I mean, it is not just a sports film. Arjun teases me till today that he's your real son and I'm like the outsider.
Hi guys, this is Himesh and welcome to Pink Villa. Today we have with us a very happy man, Boni Kapoor, who just had a release of Thunivu. Welcome to Pink Villa, sir. It's lovely having you here.
Well, it's always a pleasure to be at Pink Villa or be with you, talking to you about films. You are a cinema freak.
Thank you so much, sir. So my, first question to you is: we saw the madness in cinema halls last night. By now you're used to it. 3 films with Ajit, 1 with Pawan Kalyan.
Well, you see, the greed is still there for more and more.
Okay.
Ki dil chahe more.
Huh.
So let's hope this continues, and obviously who doesn't enjoy the kind of the respect, the adulation the fans have shown to me last night and earlier release too. You were there for the
Yes,
my release too.
yes.
In fact, there they had gone one step ahead because they did
Yes.
Abhishekam and all that thing. But this is all thanks to Ajit. These are all Ajit loyal fans of Ajit, and somehow that I'm living in, rather I'm getting all this love and affection in reflected glory of Ajit. So I'm happy to accept it,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that I've got to work with him. I'm glad that we've done 3 films on the trot, and it's been a great journey. And as you've seen last night, the response to the film also is absolutely wonderful. You didn't travel with me to the 2-3 theatres that I visited.
Yeah.
Everywhere the reaction was just the way we expected.
Okay. Reacting to the dialogues and
Everything,
Yeah.
even his mannerisms, even his dialogue delivery. And in fact, I was a little concerned about a few things here and there. But then, watching it in cinema with the audience, they lapped that up too. So which means they've accepted the film in totality, and they've accepted it thanks to Ajit's swag, Ajit's mannerisms, Ajit's performance, Ajit's dialogue delivery, his timing. And of course, the other technicians, other crew also have complimented his work, complimented the subject. It's something which is, which probably between Vinod and Ajit they decided to do this kind of a subject.
Yeah.
And I think it has come off well.
And so, if you look at box office, the film has taken a bumper opening in Tamil Nadu, and even overseas it has emerged the biggest opener for Ajit sir.
No, even in Bangalore, even in, I've got
All
calls
across,
from
yeah. So,
Even in Bombay, it had a 3 o'clock morning show and it was full.
Oh,
Tamil film for the first time. Somebody just sent me a message.
okay.
Okay, thanks to Boni Kapoor, first time we got to see a Ajit Kumar film at 3 a.m. in the morning.
And it was full.
And it was full.
Wow. So my question to you is, when Valimai released, it was the biggest non-holiday opener of all time in Tamil Nadu. Now there is Thunivu, and people are saying it is the biggest opener for a film in Clash. How do you view these box office records?
Well, you see, records are meant to be broken, and records really have no. I don't really work on records, or rather, I don't get swayed by the records.
Okay.
I rather have good reports and good collections. Records will follow.
Yeah. And so, he's such a huge star. What do you think is the formula of his stardom over here? Because he doesn't do media interactions, he just keeps himself away from everything.
Well, I wish I had some idea of what is the reason for his stardom.
Yeah.
I can only attribute his performance, I can only attribute it to his persona and the kind of man he is. All these things combined together have created this aura around him. And somewhere I feel I could follow all what he does, and I don't know what kind of result I will get, but something to learn, something to know, something to realize that it's not just about bragging about yourself. He doesn't meet, he doesn't talk, he doesn't come for Muhurat,
Okay.
he doesn't come for audio launch, he doesn't interact, film promotion is something, promoting a film for an actor is so important, right from Hollywood to Bombay to anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
But he stays away. And still his films get this kind of opening and this kind of madness around every time a film releases. Which means there is something
That
about him and something that he's done it right.
true. And you worked with him in 3 films. How do you view this association?
Great journey, great journey.
Can we expect more films from here on?
It all depends, destiny plays a big part. I had never designed I never thought or dreamt that I would be doing a film with Ajit, first of all.
Okay.
I had not even thought I will be making so many Tamil films. It was thanks to my wife who pushed me, who was very keen that I do South Indian films, be it Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada. I had done a couple of Telugu films with Ramu, which were dubbed in Tamil.
Yeah.
Same films were made in Hindi too, but never really dabbled in Tamil films. But she was after me, you must do South Indian films. And it so happened during the making of English, we got close to Ajit. He had come home for dinner. And there itself he offered, let's do a film together. You've done so many Hindi films and you're known as a
Showman.
Whatever good things he had to say, I don't want to repeat that. So that's when the look for a good subject started, till me and Sri saw Pink. And we thought this was one subject which needs to be told in every language. And why not begin this with a Tamil version? And while we were discussing then and excited amongst ourselves, me and Sri both, and unfortunately in the midst, before I could meet Ajit, she passed away. And since this was in my mind when I met Ajit here again in Chennai, and I mentioned to him that there is a film which has got to, he said, hey, the content should be like Pink. So I said, this is exactly what we have in mind.
Okay.
And it requires guts for a major star, a superstar, a commercial superstar to accept a content-oriented picture which had such a big message. See, with due respect to Amit ji, he has passed his prime to do this role. But Ajit is still ruling the roost.
Yeah.
You've seen the kind of response and the revelry around the theatres whenever his film releases. Amit ji has seen those days, but now he is an established character actor. And for him to do this kind of film gives him joy, and he as an actor can deliver.
Yeah.
And he can take these chances, he can take this risk. But for a superstar who's ruling the roost at this point of time in his career, for him to do this kind of a film needs big guts. So perhaps Thunivu title fits him in reality too. He's a fearless guy.
Yeah, he's a fearless guy, of course.
And for good content, he's ready.
Yeah, and if you look at it, even Thunivu in a way is a challenging film for him because he's going all grey in the film, like in terms of character shades and all the aspects. I think his first negative after Man Katha, if I'm
Man Katha.
Yeah. So even that's a risk for an actor to play a grey character.
Well, he's always been a risk taker, and things have fallen
in place.
Right for him.
Yeah. And so, if you look at you as a producer from Valimai to Thunivu, you have had 5 releases in 11 months?
5, yeah. Valimai, Ninji Ki Nidhi, Veetla Vishesham, Mili, and now Thunivu. Yes, my God. I've released 5 films.
Yeah. How does that feel?
I didn't realize. Okay. Well, this is the only thing I can do. Somewhere I must be doing right. That's the reason this journey still continues.
Yeah.
I've been around as an independent producer for the past 44, 45 years. This would be my 47th film, and Maidan probably would be my 48th film.
47 film, like I think you just said Maidan will be your 47th film.
48th film.
48th
This is the
film.
47th
This is the 47, Maidan 48th. 50 is a landmark number. 50,
I think 100 is a landmark.
100 is a landmark, but 50 is also a landmark number. Do you plan something special for a 50th film?
Well, you see, nothing, one cannot plan anything special. It has to become special. So you plan a film like a regular film, and if it goes right, then it is special.
Okay.
If you plan something special, then you have a Roop Ki Rani Chorok Raja on your head.
That was, we have heard so many stories on. And so, you have Maidan up for release next. What plans for that? Like, you know, it is an awaited film. So
Yes, it is an awaited film, and I am just fortunate to have my friend, my partner Akash brought me this subject, Akash and Joy. I heard it, I just jumped with joy, and I said we should do this film. Then of course Z Studios came on board.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to Puneet for the kind of support that he's lent. Amit Sharma, I mean, I have worked with him in Tevar, and in fact, Arjun teases me, the kind of affection, the kind of confidence, the kind of faith I have in Amit. Arjun teases me till today that he's your real son and I'm like the outsider. That's the kind of love and affection I have for
okay, Amit.
Amit. And well, you see, Tevar didn't go right, but Badaiyoo did go right.
Yeah.
And before the release of Badaiyoo, I signed him for
Maidan.
Maidan, and I mean, I think he's excelled. And this film will have a shelf life as long as films are made.
Oh.
I mean, it is not just a sports film. It has got family. It has got the entire essence of that era. How the game was played, how the world was then,
Yeah.
how the different, linguistic states the country was divided, how everybody thought of protecting their state or their. So all these elements are very well captured in the film, and it travels seamlessly, keeping all these elements in mind. A fantastic husband-wife relationship, fantastic father-son relationship, and the relationship between the federation and
Coach.
Ajay,
Yeah.
the coach, relationship between the chief of federation and the coach, on ground, how he handles the team,
Yeah.
how he picks up the players. In fact, he is even made fun at the way he picks up players. But I mean, it's something which I'm sure. I mean, all this what I'm talking about Maidan is my opinion,
Yeah.
and I feel this film will be a landmark film.
Okay.
It can be a
Landmark.
landmark.
But whenever I speak to you, I can see that there is a sense of pride in you when you speak of Maidan. You are that confident of the. And I've seen the teaser, so I know why you are talking that. So you were
Well,
kind enough to.
let's not
Yeah.
dwell more on that because
Yeah.
nazar lag jayegi.
Correct.
And I may say a lot more than what is required.
Yeah. And so you are also making this 2023 is also the year of your acting debut. Finally वो फिल्म का टाइटल भी आ गया है, तू झूठी मैं मक्कार.
तो ना मैं झूठा हूँ पिक्चर में, ना मैं मक्कार हूँ. It is Ranbir who's मक्कार and it is Shraddha who's jhuti.
झूठी.
I am a dutiful son of a mother who's a new actor from Punjab. I'm a dutiful henpecked husband of Dimple Kapadia who plays my wife. I have a daughter who's Hasleen, who's a fine actor. Her husband is almost like me. He's also under the wife. Then there is a daughter that they both have who's like the bright spot in the house.
Yeah.
Full of mischief and full of I mean, she is full of life on the sets.
Yeah.
Even where her scenes are concerned, even where she's participating, she's absolutely brilliant. So is my mother in the film. And the music is great. And Love Ranjan is a delight to work with. I'm glad. I was reluctant doing it. In fact, I'd gone to his office to say no. तो इस नहीं बोनी जी, हमने जब ये लिख रहे थे स्क्रिप्ट, जो कैरेक्टर जो लिखा था, वी केप्ट योर पर्सनैलिटी इन माइंड. अरे अगर मेरी पर्सनैलिटी तुमने रखी है तो मेरी उसमें आई हैव नॉट डन दैट एंड आई हैव गॉट 4-5 फिल्म्स ऑन फ्लोर. नहीं आपको करना होगा. ऐसा नहीं, मैं नहीं करूँगा, मैं नहीं कर सकता. And out of politeness, I went to his office to say I can't do it. The next thing he did, he went to Arjun. He and Arjun are very, very close.
Okay.
Now I have become very close to him too. So Arjun called up, Dad, do it. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? It's a new experience. We just did AK versus AK.
Yeah.
I said that was just one day shoot. There were 2 scenes to be done. तो इसे जहाँ पे अपने एक दिन किया है, 2 सीन किए, यहाँ पे हो सकता है 10-12 सीन हो. I was still in dilemma, करूँ कि नहीं करूँ. Then Janvi, Khushi, Anshula, they all jumped on me. No, Dad, you must do it. Pop, you must do it. Papa, you must do it. Then my brother Sanjay called up, Boni, 100% kar. Enjoy the experience. You pampered so many actors. For a change, you be on the other side.
Yeah.
Then my friend Javed Akhtar and Shabana, when they got to know, they said, no, Boni, you've got to do it. You've got to. It's a fantastic experience.
Yeah.
तो मैंने कहा जितने मेरे चाहने वाले और जितने मेरे क्लोज हैं लोग सब मेरे को बोल रहे हैं, तो चलो एक ये भी ट्राई कर लेता हूँ. पर मज़ा है काम करने का. अब पता नहीं पब्लिक को मज़ा आता है मेरे को देखने का कि नहीं आता मुझे पता नहीं, पर मुझे मज़ा आया पिक्चर. इट वॉज अ वेरी हैप्पी यूनिट. द सीन्स आर वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. इट्स अ वेरी एंटरटेनिंग फिल्म.
Yeah.
And मतलब Love is a fantastic director. He's a writer, director, and an actor's director. So let's hope things go right and people. He seems satisfied, and I hope the audience is satisfied too. See, you mentioned that this year, even as an actor, now for in this period, if you've realized that I made 5 films, 13th is day where even my son's film is releasing.
Yes.
And 30th December, this fortnight has been a family fortnight.
Yeah.
Millie released on Netflix, and
Yes.
it is trending
At
number
one.
1.
Yeah.
Globally, it's doing very well. Unfortunately, we didn't have that kind of response in the theaters.
Yeah.
But today, I mean, she's getting a lot of love. The
Yeah.
film is getting a lot of love. Millie also was very close to my heart, and I thought she had done brilliantly in the film. And thank God, people after watching the film on Netflix,
Yeah.
they have reacted
Positively to
and they've given her a lot of love.
But sir, when we speak of stardom, there is a lot of difference with regards to stardom in Tamil cinema, in Telugu cinema, in Malayalam cinema, in Hindi cinema. What do you as a producer, how do you as a producer infer this difference in stardom across?
See, it is basically the basics are the same. It's only the language which is different. And there's nothing much to, distinguish them from one another. The process is the same. That's how I see it. So for me, it is just that director is the captain of the ship. I go by his gut feeling. And sometimes it is good that the actor also is in sync with the director. It makes
Easy.
Things far more easier.
Yeah.
So I've been blessed working with actors who sync in with the directors. Like I've done quite a few films with Anil. It was almost like, we used to decide on subjects and directors together. Then I worked with Salman in 2.5 films, 2.10 films. He was a guest appearance. He had a guest in Sirf Tum, and then 2 full films. Worked with, most of the actors and all the actors have been very supportive, and they've contributed, to the film. Some films have worked, some have not worked. Now that's something nobody really has a control.
That's audience is the king. Yeah. And so last couple of questions. We are living in the times of sequels and franchises. You have a gold mine, Mr. India and No Entry.
And Wanted. There are people who are wanting to make Hum Panch all over again. And some of my films, in some way or the other, have been made. I don't want to name the films. But I know Wo Saat Din, I know Punga Pandit, I know that there are few films from my older batch that they have been remade again. In a different because you see they've upscaled it and made it according to today's times.
Yeah.
And they've been very successful.
But No Entry has been spoken about. What is happening finally? Because Anees bhai recently again said, "Ho sakta hai, वापस से बात चालू है."
See, I can't discuss this in the camera, and it's not for public domain. But if it is destined to happen, it will happen. The script is there, and the actors are there. It is just to fall in. It has to fall in place. And there's no issue of legality or this thing as somewhere in the media it was written.
Yeah.
Everything is in control. It is just that things have got to fall in place.
Correct. And lastly, Mr. India, you want to make?
I will make.
Okay.
100%. Don't be surprised if I start working on it soon.
Hopefully, BK50. Like how we say Thala 61. Hopefully, BK50 we get to see Mr. India or No Entry.
Let's see.
Perfect, sir. On that note, it was lovely speaking to you. Thank you so much, and congratulations on the bumper opening to Thunivu.
Well, thank you for coming all the way to Chennai to do this piece with me, to watch the film with the audience so that you know what reality is, how things are. When you hear without being there, you feel it is exaggeration. But now after seeing what you saw, what you felt, what you went through,
it's massive. Yeah.
An experience which you cannot get this experience in North India.
True.
क्यों भैया आप लोग भी तो थे ना कल देखा ना? हाँ? ऐसी फ्रेंजी आपने देखी है नॉर्थ में? आप मेरे साथ थे नहीं. मतलब no producer, And no producer gets this kind of love and affection in North India when a film releases. I think so.
Yeah, I saw people were screaming your name from the stall.
And the way they're gathering, the way they're, I mean,
Respect,
it's all thanks to Ajit.
True. I'm sure, I hope many more to follow, and this love and respect continues because you deserve it completely, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much again, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hi, this is Boni Kapoor, and you're watching me on Pink Villa.